Hi, friends. Hello, 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 and welcome to our final live on in our Priestess Collective. Um, my my citrine. It's funny. It's backwards. My citrine really wanted to be in this call, so it's fun because you can see it's a crescent moon citrine by a beautiful tree that I got in New Mexico. And so it's kind of fitting the moon behind us, the feminine Luna behind us. And um, as we wrap this up, I love your comments. I know like everyone's busy. It's these gorgeous summer days, but a lot of you are listening to the replays and I just love please share comments and what inspires you because we all want this Priestess Collective to be just fun and illuminating. I'll be coming live in here a couple times a week, and I'll announce those a little bit in advance or a lot in advance. I know every Wednesday I'm going to do something, and we'll go from there. But it's also like just for you to kind of get to know each other and share things. Please, no promotions, um, but sharing of what draws you with the goddesses and this, if you haven't gotten the special offer from the John Burgos weekend, the replay is going, and there's a special 90-minute goddess workshop and 4 weeks in my Thursday calls, which is a really tremendous value. That's the special offer. So you might want to please take advantage of that. This weekend it's still running, and it'll be running for a few more days, but go ahead this weekend. And if the Akashic records call to you, send me a direct message. If channeling deeply in the Akashic records and learning to do readings in the Akashic records and learning to shift energy with the goddesses, with Isis, with Hathor, with all of them, through the lens of that infinite potentiality space, if that calls you, send me a direct message or email me or set up a free 20-minute discovery call because I'd love to talk to you about what that 4-month program looks like and we can see if you're a good fit. So um, with that, today is about Mary Magdalene and the flame of the rose. So Mary Magdalene, as we know, is with us, but as we know, she and Yeshua and Mother Mary and others traveled to Egypt many, many, many times during their lifetime that we knew them as those humans. And she is saying that there's a collective renaissance of remembering that we know, and you all are part of it. If you've identified already like this, you already know that. And this collective renaissance is so I'm totally on time and on purpose. And Thursday evening, we had a little after party after my John Burgos show, and she came in very, very powerfully. Um, well, she came in on the John Burgos show too. She came in and with this profound blessing, and these are all blessings of remembering. They're blessings of empowerment to be able to say the things that you want to say and be able to speak the things that you want to speak and be able to enact the treaties with yourself that you're here to enact. That's really what the big one for her. Sacred contracts, sacred missions for yourself, being sure that you are aligned with that and knowing what that is and having fun with that and playing with it and collaborating with us, they say, and with others. It's all part of what's possible now, and it's just going to get more and more broadly available, and more people are going to want the services that you offer, which is why I train people to do readings and to accentuate their therapy or healing practices, because the goddesses want to step in there too, and that's a that and when as this title of this, the subtitle of this group is, where priestesses light themselves up, the world is a better place. The world shifts, the world moves. And so, what are you capable of? You probably don't quite even realize yet. What are you going to be doing with it? You probably can't imagine. But what we do want to say, this is Mary, what we do want to say is that we've been we've been prophesying this for 2,000 years. We've been dropping hints for many years here. We've been shifting with you. We've been collaborating with you. And you all, if you've, now that you've come to this realization that you are a priestess of a very honorable and distinguished and beloved lineage, now it's time to go deeper into that, because the deeper you go, the more resonance you'll carry. And so she's saying this, I always like to clarify. In my master class with Suzanne recently, we shared that you all are carriers of the rose flame. And you're going to start understanding what that means. It's the flame in you, but it's also broader than that. And it's a flame that we have all tended in the biosphere for a long time, and now it's ready to become active in the temporal plane here. So imagine that your higher souls know and hold this light and carry some of the vibration of the vibrational field for you. And the more that you continue to let yourself become activated, the more that you continue to walk yourself into the light, the more that you walk with others into the light, the more that you treat yourself as this distinguished beloved, then the more that you will see yourself as a jewel among people, and the more that they'll recognize you as a jewel among people. So there's a call for it that calls from the heart, and there's a beckoning and a desire of the soul to allow you to see and feel and share and know what this flame is. And we have taught about the rose. We've begun to teach about the rose and that lineage and the distinction that has among other sacred aspects of you and vibrations of you, of you all as a collective. And you all have had various incarnations as temple holders, temple keepers on the temporal plane, the earth plane. And you all have seen many of these in other lifetimes. And what that is going to turn into in this priestess lifetime is uniquely yours and uniquely serendipitous in terms of how it will play out through the ages after this. So part of your experience is that as you ignite yourselves, you're igniting something much more vast than you can right now imagine. And that brightness, that flame, that lightness is going to start to come full circle for even millennia to come. just as it has been in ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, in what India, what's now India, with the Mayans, with Native Americans, with natives everywhere. There's the tribal concept. Okay. The tribal concept of holding the divine as a flame in sacred ceremony within the self and within the circle and within the group and within the collective, that's nothing new. And you have a special place to do that among humanity again. And it can be characterized in so many ways now, not just one. We've just said, shared a number of many of ways in which it's been conceived and held. Nearly every sacred partnership of civilizations has had some version of this going on in order to stay alive, in order to stay inspired, and in order to honor the connection of Mother, Father, God, Mother, Earth, Mother, Luna, Father, Son. You all know all the different iterations and different ways to call all of these all the beingness of all of these collective conscious entities, for lack of a better word. There's the word for it, but I don't know what it is. And so consider that you're embarking on something together now with others in this group, and in your work, that is, it's a wealth beyond what you can imagine spiritually, and it's time is now to follow the dream within you that's birthing. And so it's characterized by the threefold flame of the heart center that many of you know, tended by the White Brotherhood, tended by the Goddess, tended by Saint Germain and Lady Nada. And but that's only one component of the flame of the rose. Right now we're speaking of the heart center and the heart portal, and you received a heart activation on Thursday evening if you watched that show. And the cause and effect of all of this is it's actually timeless. When you play in the field of infinite potentiality with us, you're rising to that place where anything can be co-created, and you're enacting a new treaty in the moment with yourself and with the universe. So we're going to be talking more about this and activating very, very deeply through the Akashic records in our program that we overlight. And this is a call to the mother connection within you to let herself free, set herself free. Now they're speaking as we as the mothers. We as the mothers are we're not your mothers. We are mothers when you need us to be mothers. We are mothers of the earth plane. We we mostly want to be known as those who carry the mother goddess flame freely and assist and allow it to reign upon the earth. It's more that kind of partnership we'd wish for you to think about us as having together collectively with you all. So Kuan Yin and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and Isis, um, and white buffalo calf woman, um, and Green Tara, um, the Sophia dragon tribe, we are we are extending our reach uh, to include, to let you know, we include far more others, very diverse, with very diverse experiences on the planet, also, who are in the Council of the Mothers. And even together within that circle, they're saying we tend the flame of the rose and you tend it here on earth. And so you're going to be loving your new stations as you grow and emerge into the priestess essence in this decade that is even more defined than it is now. For some of you, you've been doing this for many years. For others, it's brand new, and there's no time like the present. So hear the call of the flame, and when she calls, listen. Hmm. And we'll leave it at that for today with this discussion of it, and we'll be igniting with you simultaneously in new ways as well, since it is a galactic co-creation. So we are so delighted and pleased to um, hold you in full court today. We'll be doing that through many programs in the Temple of the Rose Seers, and we are delighted to walk with you. And please share your questions with Suzanne here in comments. Please share your thoughts, your conclusions, your knowings, and please join us in any number of ways. And if you hear the call to become the grand, the grander next version of you, in new ways, reach out. That's what I'm here for. We can have a chat. So, sorry, this is choppy. This is just all new today, and I'm also simultaneously trying to wrap my head around it because it's fun. But I know I don't need to apologize. Thank you all for listening. The Council of Mothers really overlights also their saying, the Egyptian timeline, because that civilization was extraordinarily gifted in knowing and facilitating the essence of the Divine Mother through the culture and through the earth, and through the buildings, through the sphinxes that were there, and so much more. And they're just tying that to Egypt as well, because it's so much grander than we can imagine. And my head keeps getting blown away about what even Egypt was or is still in the collective memory vault, and that we're tapping into. So there we go. Gosh, this is going to be exactly 20 minutes, like I thought, like I said. So thank you for listening, and please comment and share. And I'll see you later in the week here with something else. And I'd love to hear from you if you want to direct message me about anything. If you're, if you're, if you have comments, if you have thoughts, if you have questions, let me know. And of course, the training is always available. So um, I think I can just see, I can see why this whole notion, it's not like we can totally define any of it with like a Webster's definition. It's a collective reincarnation of these concepts. So that's what I'm getting. So thank you everyone for showing me that. So that's why these will come in various ways. So thank you so much for being here, and introduce yourselves if you're new. Share about your priestess, anything, or what your questions are, and I'll see you in a few days in here. Big love, big love. I love you guys all. Thanks for being here.